Hi guys, this is Unit 2, Lesson 9. Cool down. To be or not to be equivalent. Number 1. Explain why this statement is true. 5/4 is equivalent to 15/12. Use a number line if it helps. So from reading this statement, I know they want me to explain or show why this statement is true. So I already know 5/4 is equivalent to 15/12. Okay, so I'm going to take my number line. I'm going to say, okay, 1 whole. All right, first I'm going to start with 5/4. My denominator is a 4, so I will split it into 4 equal parts. So we would have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and of course 1 whole is 4/4. And I'm going to be a little ant again. And my little ant is going to start at 0 and walk 5/4. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, up, back to start, and I've got to go 1 more. So I know 5/4 would be right there. It is more than 1 whole. As a matter of fact, it's 1 1/4. Okay, let's look at 15/12. I'm going to get some blue colors. 12ths. So now I'm going to split that same number line into 12 equal parts because that is my denominator. So it's already split into fourths. Oh! I know 4 times 3 is 12, so if I split each fourth into 3 equal parts, then I can make 12. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, then I will label them 1/12, 2/12, 3/12 is equivalent to 1/4, 4/12, running out of room, 5/12, 6/12 is equivalent to 1/2, 7/12, that's 2, 8/12, 9/12 is equivalent to 3/4, 10/12, 11/12, and of course 12/12 is our 1 whole. All right, I'm going to be an ant again. I'm going to start at 0, and I have to go 15/12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12/12. Back to the beginning. 13/12, 14/12, 15/12. So I know, because of my number line, 5/4 is equal to 15/12. Another method you could use, if we take 5/4 and 15/12, we can see, okay, 4 times 3 is 12. What I do to the bottom, I do to the top. Let's see if it is true. Is 5 times 3 15? Why, yes, it is. So if I multiply my numerator and denominator by the same number, then we know they are equivalent. All right. The number lines, they work, but you guys, it's a lot more, it just takes longer. It's a lot more effort. Plus, it's really hard to keep your work nice and neat. All right, let's look at number 2. Diego wrote 11/5 and 55/10 as equivalent fractions. Are those fractions equivalent? Explain or show how you know. You guys, I would go straight to this. I would say 11/5 equals, was it 55/10? Yeah, 55/10. Okay, I know 5 times 2 is 10. What I do to the bottom, I do to the top, right? If I multiply the bottom by 2, I would multiply the top. 11 times 2, is not 55. So therefore, they are not equivalent. We're running a little short on time, but I can quickly prove this. I shouldn't say quickly. I could prove this with the number line. I could split it into fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I could be an ant, and I could go 5, 10, 11, right? And I'm doing this very quickly, guys. And then I could split each fifth in half so that I have 10 equal parts. And then maybe I start on the bottom to show my thinking. Let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, plus another 5 would land me right about here. Are they equivalent? No. So we could prove it with a number line, and we could really prove it. Look how many more laps my ant had to walk. So these are not equivalent. I would say at this point, you should be at least trying to make a multiplication problem. But if you are still using number lines, that's okay. Now it does say if it helps. If it says if it helps, that literally means you do not have to. Oops, I thought that would highlight. It did not. Okay, but do you guys see that? You don't have to use a number line. Okay? All right, you guys. So this one, yes, number 1 was equivalent, and number 2, no, they are not.